Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today, we're going to talk about the passive income of online books, this AM hustle. It's going to be a little different. I'm getting ready to do some physical books again, textbooks. Yeah, I'm creating my own textbooks. So it's going to be pretty damn interesting. But in the vein of passive income, I'm going to just share my story with you because it'll make more sense. Because as I talk to people, when you talk to people who don't do internet stuff, it becomes somewhat of a issue. Well, it's not an issue, so to speak. It's they don't understand. Let's just put it this way. So I'm gonna give you my story, let you know how I went down, and then we can chop it up. Because I think it would make more sense that way versus me giving you the 30,000 square foot view before I give you the ground tour. So I'll just give you the ground tour, and that's going to make way more sense. Way more sense, I would think. So with that, all right, you know what it is. You have less than 1 day to get the hustlerskungfu.com special, which is the bundle. If you've got less than 24 hours, we're down to the wire. We're down to the nitty gritty. For this particular video, the link to get the course will be under the video. If you go to any of the other videos, it will be in the annotations. It will be the little, if you're on desktop, if you're on mobile, just click that little eye with your finger or your thumb, if you're really good with your thumb, and you can get the direct link to the checkout and you could be good to go. So with that, let's jump into this. I'm going to just tell you my story. Makes more sense. As you can see, it's going to be one of the first things. Okay, I'm going to start somewhere really different. We're going to start with this. Okay, the rank should be like 8 million on this. Oh, 12 million. 12 million. All right, this is what was supposed to happen. I was recovering from being ill 2009, and I just started writing. And this was actually the first product. I was going to write a relationship book. And with the relationship book, I was writing poetry, and I was going to work my way up to erotica. Knowing what I know now, I could have just started right off the rift with erotica, and boom, just been good. So I started here, put this up, and sold a few, but it wasn't really going. And I abandoned the relationship book. So that was really the beginning. Then this bad boy came out. And I saw, because I'll give you the pathway. I wanted a physical book because I was very much a lover of physical books. So I created one. This was a short book. And I had the PDF for sale on my blog for 19 bucks. And then I moved it up. Then I created this version, because all of this created passive income. Some of these books still sell. I think they would sell more if I pushed them, but I don't direct traffic to Amazon. So this was the second book. Now this was the mother, the father, the grandfather, the great grandfather of passive income for me. In one point, this book was selling 30 copies a day. Didn't last long, but when it was going on, it was nice. It was really, really, really nice. Which led me to going here. And let's pop out. There we go. All right. Just not going to leave there, are you? All right. Here we go. Which led me to discovering Create Space. Create Space allowed me to create physical books. This is how Create Space worked with Amazon. You come in over here and you put up a title. Let's see. I'll just show you the process real quick. Blankety blank book. We're going to make it a paperback. It's let's see. I should say, yeah, I'll do that. Blankety blank, no subtitle. Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang Wilson. Yeah, that sounds like that works. Then you go with edition 001. You don't have to fill out the stuff. I'm just putting stuff out. Let's see. Here we go. And it's working. It's working. Now, you can buy your own ISBN numbers. ISBN numbers are what you need for your retailer to know who made it, who's the publisher. They're assigned to the publisher. So if you do a Kindle book or an Amazon CreateSpace and you do not, you go for this free one, you'll be, let's see, they'll turn it into where your publisher is Amazon. You can do a custom ISBN, which is $10, or you can do the universal ISBN, which allows you to take your book to bookstores. So if you use this one, it's only good for online. But with the way things going, just depends on what kind of book you've written. You go ahead. So we're just going to go with the free one. So we got the free one. They're going to assign you an ISBN. I'm not going to burn one. Then you go next. Yeah, I know, because I'm not going to burn an ISBN. So you pick your book size. Typically, most of the books I picked were 6x9. That's why it's in there. We like that size. Then you can do white. You can do those other things. Then you go here. You do your cover. So you can build your own cover online, or you can have a really nice one made for you for $3.99. Then you launch your cover creator, which is where I've made my garbage. Yep, they still have the same templates, the same stuff. They have not updated this. This is what I use for the poetry book. They've not updated none. This is the same stuff. Yep. Same stuff. You can manipulate this a little bit, but not much. Not much at all. Nope. Pretty interesting. I use this one a lot. So we'll pick this one for Pootie Tang's Adventures. And it'll just walk you through it. The Blanky Book by Pootie Wilson. So you got your cover. You just go ahead and submit it. It's going to work. Yeah. No, let's see. Well, that just gives you the gist of it. That gives you the gist of it. And we'll go back here to your dashboard. Like I said, I'm not going to sub the stuff, but essentially, this is how you create a physical book if you want to. And I will be creating physical books very soon for hustlerskungfu.com. And it's going to be different. It's going to be very, very different. Very, 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 very different. Very, very different. But if you wanted to do that, you could. It makes a big, big difference. All right, so let's compile that and get down to passive online income with books. This is how it works. You've got to find a book in a hot topic, a nice niche. You have no choice. you have to. So once you find the niche, whatever that is, you may have a hobby or a passion or something that is in that niche. So you're already good to go. So you create the book. I would recommend you create an ebook first before you even get anywhere near a physical book. Test all that stuff out. And then this is the thing that many people don't understand. The marketing of the book. You need to be marketing that book as you write it. I know people are like, whoa. Yeah, that's just, no. We're not doing that. You're crazy, Glendon. No. We're not doing that. Because the thing is, it's going to take a while for people to figure out or find you. So the sooner you start marketing, the better off you're going to be. It's going to make a big, big difference. But once you do that, you get your concept, You get that stuff locked down. Then it's going to be, how can I say it? Writing of the book is going to be challenging, because this is why I used to laugh, because people don't do that to me anymore. But people's like, hey, Glendon, I got this great book topic, right? You write the book, and you do all that other stuff, and we split it 50-50. Who said pimping ain't dead? Who said pimping is dead? That is straight up pimping. Writing the book is time consuming. It's very, 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 very time consuming. So these deals of, me writing the book, me using my distribution, but we gonna split it 50% just for fun. I went ahead and sent someone a letter that went like, well, this is my resources. I'm writing the book. I'm promoting the book. You get like a 5% royalty for your ideal if we go forward. I didn't hear back from them, because that's the reality. That's what you deserve. You just like, hey, here's an ideal. Bam. Don't do any work. Don't have any input. Just no. Hey, 5%. You get 5%. I think they were insulted. But once you position your book, it can make a lot of money for a long time. And I will tell you, you got two options here. As I put up my ashy fingers, you got two options. You can put up a book that doesn't really, is trendy. It's very trendy. Say the book is trendy. You can make a bunch of money quickly. Now, if you put up a book such as a philosophy book, something about a skill, something that's timeless, your book can make money forever. Because let's see, I'm going to find one for you. Let's see, in the garden. Okay, here it is. I think that's it. I believe this, yes, that's it. Let me show it to me. Let me show it to you. Okay, this book was written 1999, right? And John Brennan, I actually wrote him about something, because the guy edited his own book. And you talk to writers and they're like, oh, you can't edit your own book. He worked for, I believe, Rolling Stone and some other people for a long time. And let's jump into the rank. It's been like maybe 2 years since I checked this. All right. He's selling, I'm going to say 60, 70 books a day. I forget, because I don't know the ranks anymore. I used to know stuff about, and it could be up, it could be down. But he's selling hundreds of books a month. Hundreds. Maybe, let's say 30 books. He might be selling a few thousand per month. Now, this book was written in 1999. Now, this is a very good example of getting a winner. He's still getting royalties from this book. A lot of royalties. He's got the Kindle version. So this is a great example of, he's been making money for this book since 1999. We're going on 16 years. Definitely a great example of passive income. This doesn't happen all the time, but just to show you how it can happen. Let's see, what do we have here? Because someone asked a question. Because we have to do it this way. Also, what an idiot. I would take 5% royalty for a book idea for someone who could sell it. No, see, that's not how it works, man. What's supposed to be this ideal is so good. It's so over the top. It's so crazy. It's so awesome that I was supposed to give up 50% of the money, but do 95% of the work. People don't think like that, man. They don't think like that. Definitely don't think. But one of the reasons that I shied away from the book model was my niche was very, very defined. Storage auctions. What can you do? You just, after you do the how-to book, after you do a book of stories, after the channel story, where do you go with that? That used to worry me, because when the money was coming in, I was like, this is nice. But I knew at some point someone was going to go, and turn the money spigot off. And that's exactly what happened. So I started working, and this is the reason that there was so many things, because as I do a lot of testing, and many people for some reason have a problem with that. It's like you shouldn't test, like you should just know by osmosis and these other things. All right, this book came from, which actually was the second best-selling book I ever put out, was from an email. It's like, yeah, I got your storage auction book. Man, you keep talking about Craigslist and it's kind of thin. Could you do a book on Craigslist? And I said, all right. That's how that book came about. And it was number 2. It was killing it. These other versions really didn't do that much. This was the first one. That was kind of okay. But the thing is, I was going to go with a course because people got pissed, because it's like, hey, here's like the teas, right? And you have to buy the course for the meat. And they were like, hey, fuck you. That's pretty much what happened. Then that was that up. This did okay. Some stuff I was playing around with. And I'm going to do something else. I'm going to see how it works before I talk about it, because I think I figured out a way to utilize Kindle and mesh it with YouTube. It's been on my development list for a long time, and I haven't, well, it hasn't been a priority. It clearly hasn't been a priority, but like I said, when I do it, I'll let you know how it works. I'll do a video on it, or I'll just see, because I'm very curious to how this thing would work. Very, very curious how this thing will work. So there's nothing over there. Let's go back to me. Writing books online has become very much a popular activity. And this is my views on writing books online. I like the whole writing process. I like the discovery of words. I enjoy that stuff. I don't outsource my stuff. Now, if you outsource your stuff, you in turn become a publisher. You're not a writer, you're a publisher, which is cool. It's a proven business model. What I see happening is, to be a successful writer, and there's always going to be that person who's going to write this amazing book. They're going to get picked up and they're on by some New York publisher, and they're going to be in every airport kiosk, and they're going to make a lot of money. It's always someone that's going to do that. I didn't think, now for people who are trying to consistently make money and make a living from writing, you cannot be dependent upon a home run, and that's a home run. Doing that is a home run, and that is not the norm. So with that, you have to think, where are you going to position yourself? What kind of writer you're going to be? You're going to have a thing, a scheme, a theme, a tribe. There's going to have to be some kind of platform that you create for long-term success. And your platform could be, you're going to write a bunch of detective novels. Growing up, Nancy Drew, Little House on the Prairie, these books were everywhere and everybody read them. There's a lot of there's coloring books. There's just, you got to pick what you want to do. Now, how do you develop the passive income? Because I'm giving you the mechanics. I know people are like, I don't want to know about the mechanics. I want to know about the money. Well, the money's in the mechanics. You've got to come up with a system. You have to have a way to create this income if you want long-term, because you could do some trendy. But the thing is, if you're going to want passive income from books, as soon as you finish your first book, you need to start on your second, which tells you need to have a plan. You've got to have some kind of plan for your writing career. You've got to have some kind of plan, some kind of something other than, I'm just going to write a book. If you're a fitness person, you can write books about exercise techniques and lifestyle. That's very big. There's a bunch of people out there that do it, but that's not your thing. You can write about art. Here's a guy who has really transitioned very well from writing to, well, he's an artist, and he makes these books about anime. Let's see. Let me show them to you. His name is Mark Crilly. Yeah. I'm actually, my brain is working really well this morning. I'm very grateful for that. Okay, so Mark Crilly. Okay. Now this is his channel. He does, he's an author, illustrator, video creator. And he puts up stuff like, hey, how to draw a praying mantis. Now I'm going to show you something else. He's getting the best, he's getting passive income like a mofo. He is getting passive income like, okay, so he has this. And this is the stuff you can study. So these are his books. This is his YouTube channel. I've known about him for a long time. That is not an exaggeration. He's making a lot of money from YouTube and Amazon. He's killing it at both ends. I don't know the guy's money, but estimating what I know about YouTube and where he is, the fact he has books here, he's 7 figures. Not bad for a creative. So when you're trying to create your passive income, you should be looking less at the money and more at the process. You should be doubling down, tripling down on the process, figuring out what can I create? What can I create long-term? What can I build? That's the reason, like with the whole thing with the storage auction books and the Craigslist books and the garage sale book, all that stuff fit together and would sell to the same person. And many people bought all four books or 5 books, from the Hustle series. So whatever books you when your first book, right, you got to think, all right, what's going to be the second part of this, and what's going to be the third part, and what's going to be the fourth part and the fifth part. That is how you're going to develop substantial and long-term and more durable passive income for writing books online. It's the process and it's the technique that will make you the money. You can have a cover that is a plain black cover, and if you've got a theme, it's going to work. And you're like, really? Oh, let me show you someone else. I'm going to show you someone whose books have sold well. And the covers. All right. Boom. And let's go to Roosh V. Day Bang. This is about hooking up. You see these covers? Bang Ukraine. The covers are not really that spectacular. Now you're looking at it like, well, his ratings aren't that good. Well, if a lot of women hate this guy, a lot of feminists hate him because essentially his thing is he writes books about how you can go out and screw women. And he became very good at it. Essentially, he's given up secrets. A lot of women cannot stand him. And he's got, just if you got time, he's a very interesting character. He's got his following. Just really, really funny stuff to me. A lot of folks hate him. Like I said, he's been on YouTube for a while, but he's made a lot of money from owning this niche. Because, let's go ahead and look at this one. Look at the ratings, right? So we'll go here and then we'll look at the sales rank. Okay, 48. He's selling 3 or 4 books a day on that or more. He's at 3 or 4 at this 4 to 6. Let's say 4 to 6. All right, let's do this. Now, once again, look at these ratings. They're not that good, right? Go to Day Bang. He wrote in 2011. Go to the ratings. 51. You see a pattern here? Let's go to this one, came out last summer. Not doing that well. Let's look at this one. Now it's funny, that book had better reviews than the other ones, right? 80, about 2 or 3. So we're not going to go through everything, But the thing is, this is a good example of he has a theme. And with all the books he has written, I was like, what's that one selling? That was not a lot of stuff going on in Iceland. But with the number of books he has 22 books. So he could be literally selling 50 books a day, say $3 a book, 150 times 7. So $1,000 a week, 100% passive income. 4,000 a month, passive income. 50 grand a year. And I'm thinking he's probably doing better than that. Then there's the YouTube channel. Literally, he could be doing 6 figures a year. But see, the look at this, he has 22 books. This is the thing that many people miss when they're trying to write a book. They go with a book. You need books. You need books. You need books. You don't need a book. You need books to get substantial passive income from writing. The more books you have, and if they're all in this theme, because what happens is, let's say, all right, let's take Roosh. He talks about fucking. Let's just put it bluntly. Well, he talks about fucking, and it's like, okay, how can you leverage that? Well, there's fucking, there's bang. Well, there's fucking during the day. There's 30 different ways of fucking. Well, there's fucking in the Ukraine. There's fucking in Poland. There's fucking in Colombia. You see the thing? It's all about fucking, but it's now fucking in different continents. So he's got the central theme of fucking. Now it's like fucking over here, fucking this type of woman, dealing with this type of culture. That's what it takes to develop passive. Like I said, I estimate his passive income to 150 to 300 bucks a day. So legit, based upon what I remember about Amazon. Some things may have changed, but if you're going to do that, that's just something that you have to wrap your head around now, because I hear people, I've got this book, I'm going to write this book, and I'm just like, you're going to need more than the book. You're going to need books. Let's see. You're going to need a lot of books. You're going to need quite a few books. But that's one of the things that people don't understand. That's, like I said. Now, this is something that, I'll talk about later because it's going to deserve its own video. But the principle, if you go to my video with Russell Blake, listen to that video. He's a writer. He's got 50 books. Matter of fact, I will do his thing. Let's go with Amazon. I'm going to show you what he does. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There we go. So we're going to go with here to Russell. Now, this is Russell's deal. He's got 45 books. Russell does about 15 to 25,000 a month from this. He's got his series. He's got his characters. And he writes a book every 5 weeks. And he's been doing it for the last 4 years. Yeah, he's a beast. But these are just some of the concepts and some of the things that you got to think about if you want to make passive income with books. Like I said, I don't know about the Kindle courses. I don't have a Kindle course. When I do my digital content creation course, it's going to be very different because it's about building a tribe, building stuff. It's not going to be this whole in and out and just leaving stuff on the table, because I've seen a lot of the Kindle guys who are doing that stuff. They're not really doing it that much, or maybe they're just being quiet about it. But yeah, those are my thoughts on what you need to do to go ahead and get yourself on some passive income online with books. It's about the theme. It's about the productivity. It's about the system, and you need books. 5 being the minimum. You need 5, just wrap your head around that right now. So if you're going to write 5 books, then you can kind of scheme out your topics. Like, say you're going to write about knitting. Well, there's knitting with these type of needles, and there's this type of, and each section of knitting will be its own book. That's how you make substantial passive income online. Definitely with books. So yeah, there will be a course. It's going to be a digital content creation course. It will be very different from a lot of the stuff that's out here, and it's probably going to drop in 2016 because there's other stuff that's before it. But for those of you who want to write, I would suggest you start writing today. I would suggest you start building your platform today and start reaching out to people today, because see, today is September 29th, 2015, right? Well, if you're lucky, and I think you will be, you're going to be alive September 29th, 2016. What are you going to do between now and then to push your dreams forward? Because many people are, oh God, it's a year. It's so long. No, it's not. It's not really that long. It's not that long at all. Just something for you to think about. All right. So this is Glendon, and I will see you in the next session.